Welcome to this week's tutorial on how to use Articulate Storyline. We're happy you've come back and are wanting to learn more about how to use Articulate Storyline. We hope you got something out of last week's video on the slide views ribbon and tabs. If you haven't watched it yet, I've included a link to it in the video description. You may have noticed that sometimes tabs will appear at the end of the ribbon when you select an object on the slide. These tabs are inherent to the type of object you select and will only appear when you select them. In this week's video, we'll discuss about some of these special tabs and what you'll find. Let's get started. The first special tab we are going to look at is the Drawing Tools tab. This is probably the most common special tab you'll encounter in Storyline. Most of the physical items the learner will see on the screen will utilize this tab to adjust the style, fill, background effects, and position. The Drawing Tools tab isn't tied to one single type of object. You will see it when you select a shape, a text box, a caption, or an icon. When you select one of these items on the slide, you will see the following sections in the ribbon: Insert Shapes, Shape Styles, Arrange and Align, Size and Position, and Publish. The Insert Shapes section allows you to insert a new shape or a new text box without having to return to the Insert tab. It also allows you to change the shape of the item you have selected. When you select this icon, a drop-down menu will appear and you can select the new shape. Storyline will automatically adjust the dimensions of the new shape to fit in the boundaries of the existing shape. This section also allows you to take two shapes and merge them into a single shape. This icon is grayed out until you have selected at least two items. You will see options to merge the two items into a single item, combine the two and remove the overlapping area, combine the objects and create a new object where the items intersect, create a brand new object of only where the items intersect, and remove the area from the first object where the other objects overlap. One thing to remember when using the Merge Shapes feature is the order of selecting the items. The first item will be given priority, and its characteristics will be applied to the final shape. The second section is the Shape Styles. This is where you will adjust the object's look. The first part of the Shape Styles section is a drop-down menu with pre-built options. The options are based on the slide design's color palette and font. This is another reminder to ensure you set the lesson's design before starting to populate and edit the individual slides. The menu will give you 6 different options for the fill, font color, and shape effect. If you don't like the pre-programmed options, you can manually set them with the Shape Fill and Shape Outline drop-down menus. If you select the icon itself, you will get the color that you see. You will be able to select the color you want by selecting the color on the palette panel at the very top of the menu or enter the hex or RGB values. If you have already used a specific color in the project, you can select that specific color from the Project Color menu options, or a standard Microsoft Office color from the Standard Color menu options. At the bottom of the Color Selector window, you will see options to apply a picture, gradient, or texture as the fill. You will have the same basic options for Shape Outline, but instead, you will see options for the weight, or outline's width in pixels, and the style of the outline. The right side of the Shape Styles gives you the ability to apply effects to the shape and to create customized rounded corners. The Shadow options allows you to add either an internal or external shadow. An internal shadow will add depth to the image, while an external shadow can pull the image off of the slide. A reflection will give the object a 3D look, with a light source casting some sort of shadow below or behind the item. A glow is like an external shadow effect, but instead has pre-programmed colors that fully surround the shape. The last item will be the Soft Edges feature. This dissolves and adds transparency as you get to the edge of the object. Our next section is the Arrange and Align section. This section is divided into 2 halves. The left side has 3 icons: Arrange, Group, and Rotate. Rotate allows you to flip the item horizontally or vertically, rotate the image clockwise or counterclockwise 90 degrees. You can also enter a custom rotation by selecting the More Rotation options. When you select multiple items, you can create a group. You can then apply the same action to each item in the group. This is especially helpful when you are needing to move multiple items around on the slide. The Arrange tab will reposition the order and priority of the objects on the slide. You will see 4 options: Bring Forward, Bring to Front, Send Backwards, and Send to Back. When we say bring forward, we mean move it closer to the viewer. and that its visibility is given priority over something that is behind it. Bring something to the front means it will show over every other item. Likewise, when we move something backwards, it will have less visibility than those placed in front of it. There are 8 quick select icons on the right side of the section. You can use these to align a single item to the slide or multiple items to each other. The top row aligns the object to the left, to the middle, and to the right. The center row aligns the items to the top, to the center, and to the bottom. The bottom row gives equal spacing between the objects either vertically or horizontally. When you are aligning items to the left, right, top, or bottom, Storyline will move everything to the left, right, top, or bottom of the most extreme object. When you are aligning an object to the middle or the center, it will move each object toward the middle or center of the other objects. The size and position section has 4 text entry fields. The X and Y fields are used to set the object's upper left corner, while the width and height fields set the size of the object. You can select the arrow pointing downward to the right to open a pop-up window. This window allows you to enter the object's size, position, and rotation. One benefit of using this window is that you can lock the aspect ratio. This will give you the ability to adjust either the width or the height, and have Storyline automatically adjust the other measurement to prevent the object from looking distorted. Finally, we have the Publish section. Like on the normal tabs, this section will allow you to preview or publish the lesson. When you select an image you've inserted into the lesson, you will see the Picture Tools Format tab appear. This tab will have 7 familiar sections: Adjust, Picture Styles, Arrange and Align, Size and Position, and Publish. You have 5 options in the Adjust section: Brightness, Contrast, Recolor, Replace Picture, and Reset Picture. When you select the brightness icon, it will open a drop-down menu allowing you to brighten or darken the image. You will have 8 pre-programmed options available to you. You will also have the option to make customized adjustments at the bottom of the menu. This will open a new pop-up window, giving you more options to format the picture's look. The next option is Contrast, and it is just beneath the brightness icon. Where brightness allows you to adjust the overall brightness of the image, contrast adjusts the difference between the lightest and darkest areas. Increasing the contrast make the white areas whiter and the black areas blacker, while decreasing the contrast would make both colors more muted. You also have the ability to open the picture format window at the bottom of this menu. The next option is the Recolor option. Here, you will find preset options to apply a color mask to the image. You have in preset options, or you can select a custom color from the More Variations option. This opens the color selector menu where you can select any color and shading you wish. You also have the option to make a color transparent in the image. When you select this option and then select a specific point in the image, Storyline will make everything that is that specific color transparent. If you find you don't like the image you are working with and want to change it, you will use the Replace Picture option. You will get a drop-down menu for you to search for the replacement image. These options include a file on your computer, an image from Storyline's content library, the media library that holds all of the images included in the lesson you are working on, and generating an AI image. Finally, the Reset Picture option removes any changes you have made to the image. The second section is the Picture Styles section, and it is broken into 2 sections. The left side of the section includes a drop-down style menu showing different pre-programmed ways to display the picture. Though it is a drop-down menu, at the time of this tutorial, there is only 1 row of options, and you can simply select the option you prefer. Immediately to the right of the drop-down menu are the picture shape and the picture border options. Selecting the picture shape icon will automatically open a pop-up window, allowing you to change the shape of the selected image. The picture border option works a little differently. If you select the icon, you will get the color and weight of the current setting. But if you select the down arrow, you will get the color selector window, where you can select the desired color, weight, and line style. The right side of the section includes the Picture Effects menu and the ability to adjust the curve radius for the picture border. Selecting the Picture Effects icon will open a drop-down menu allowing you to create or edit an internal or external shading, to insert a reflection behind and beneath the image, to provide a 3D effect, to add a glow surrounding the image, and to dissolve the edges, so allow it to fade into the background. The corner radius icon will open a pop-up menu where you can enter the amount of curve you want to add to the image's corners. Be careful when you use this feature. It may crop out part of the image where you are adding the rounded corner. We mentioned the Format Picture pop-up window. Now is a good time to discuss it. There are 7 tabs on this pop-up window: Fill, Line Color, Line Style, Corner Radius, Shadow, Picture, and Text Box. One thing to remember for this window is that its core programming is tied to the Drawing tab format tools. Some of the options, like Fill, are available to select, but they don't necessarily work when applying the effect to a picture. The Line Color tab is another method to add a border. You will see you have more flexibility to adjust the look of the border. You can add a color gradient and transparency to the border. The Line Style tab also gives you more options. You can change your single line to a compound line. The Corner Radius and Shadow tabs work the same as they do in the ribbon. The Picture tab will enable you to set a custom brightness, contrast, and transparency, along with applying a color mask to the image. The text box is completely grayed out and unavailable for use. The third section is the Arrange and Align section. This is also divided into 2 sections. The left section contains 3 icons: Arrange, Group, and Rotate. These icons work exactly like they do for the Drawing Tools Format tab. The Arrange icon will move the picture closer to you, or in front of other items, or move it away from you or behind other items. The Group icon will allow you to select multiple items on the slide and edit or move them as a single object. The Rotate icon will open a drop-down menu allowing you to flip the image horizontally or vertically, or rotate the image 90 degrees to the left or to the right. You also have the ability to enter a custom rotation from 0 to 360 degrees. This is measured in the clockwise direction. The right side of the section will align the selected item or items. If you select a single item, it will align the item to the slide. But if you select multiple items, Storyline will align them to each other. The Size and Position section has 2 new items we've not discussed in our other videos: the Zoom Picture and the Crop features. The Zoom Picture icon will allow the developer to give the learner the ability to select the image and have Storyline show an enlarged view of the picture. The Crop feature gives the developer the ability to remove the edges of the image. The right side of the section sets the image's horizontal and vertical position, with 00 being the slide's upper left corner. You can also set the image's size in pixels. One difference between the Picture Tool's Size tool and the Drawing Tool's Size tool is that the Picture Tools feature is programmed to keep the image's aspect ratio. So, as you enter a new pixel width value, the height value changes automatically to prevent image distortion. Last but not least is the Publish section. Now that you've watched a short video of Everclear and Fireball playing under the desk, let's look at the Video tab and its sections and icons. There are 6 sections to the Video Tools Options tab. They are Play, Video Options, Closed Captions, Arrange and Align, Size and Position, and Publish. The Play section allows you to preview the video. This is different than the preview icon and function you find in the Publish section. When you select the preview icon on the Video Tools tab, you will only play the video within the slide view. The preview function in the Publish section will open a new window and play the selected slide or slides, scene, or the entire lesson as the learner will see it. The Video Options tab is where you will be able to edit the video and adjust its properties. Selecting the video volume icon will open a drop-down menu that has 4 preset volume levels: low, medium, high, and mute. The medium option will initially be selected as the video's default value. Next to the volume icon is the Edit Video icon. This icon opens a new pop-up menu which has 5 sections: Close, Edit, Adjust, Logo, and Video. This video editor is a very basic editor and has limited capabilities when compared to specially designed video tools like Adobe's Premiere Pro. That doesn't mean it's not useful. When you are finished making the changes to your video, you will select the Save and Close icon in the Close section. If you select the X in the upper right corner of the window, Storyline will not incorporate any changes you made to the video. The Trim icon allows you to remove the start and the end of the video. When you select this icon, blue regions on the video's timeline will appear. These blue regions represent the portion of the video that will be removed from what the learner will see. The crop icon acts just like the crop feature for a still photo. You can remove the edges of the video. This can help you fit a video onto the slide or help you direct the learner to a specific region of the video. The volume icon opens a new window that will enable you to adjust the video's volume to a custom volume. You can decrease the volume up to 100% or increase up to 300% of the current level. The Adjust section will allow you to adjust the video's brightness and contrast. You will just enter the desired values in the text entry fields. If you are wanting to lower the brightness or contrast, you'll need to enter a negative number. You can insert a logo or watermark to the video. The last section will you allow to replace the video with a different video or return the video to its initial settings. Not all videos will have closed captions pre-built into the video. It is encouraged to have closed captions as part of your video to ensure hearing-impaired learners are able to know what people are saying or what sounds are in the video. You can manually enter the captions or edit them, generate captions with AI, or import a closed caption file. The Arrange and Align section works just like it does on the Drawing and Picture Tools tabs. You'll be able to move the video closer to the learner, or in front of other items, or away from the learner, or behind other items, and align the video to the slide or other items on the slide. The Size and Position section also works like it does on the Drawing and the Picture Tools tabs. The X and Y text entry fields will set the video's upper left corner on the slide, and the width and height field determine the video's size. Like the Picture Tool's size function, when you adjust the height, Storyline will adjust the width and vice versa. Finally, the last section allows you to preview the lesson and publish the video so others can view it. The next special tab we are going to look at is the Table tab. When you insert a table, you will get two tabs, a Design tab and a Format tab. Let's start with the Design tab, where there are 4 sections. They are Style Options, Table Styles, Borders, and Publish. The Style Options section has 2 checkboxes. Selecting the Header Row checkbox establishes a header across the top of the table. The Banded Rows checkbox will alternate colors in each row below the header row. The Table Style section will have 9 pre-built color schemes. These schemes are based on the colors in your design theme, and there's 6 different styles per color scheme. When you insert a table, Storyline will create a basic theme based on your primary default color. You can then select a different style from the drop-down menu. If you don't like any of the color scheme options, you can use the Fill Color drop-down to the right of the pre-built color schemes and add the color you want to the table by using the Color Selector pop-up window. The Borders section is where you will adjust the style and thickness of the cells and tables' borders. You also have a Border Color drop-down menu. This will open the Color Selector pop-up window and apply that color to the border for the cell or cells that you've selected. Once you've determined the border's style, color, and thickness, you will use the Borders drop-down menu to apply the style, thickness, and color. Again, the Publish section is at the far right of the ribbon. The Table tab Format tab is where you will adjust the table's properties. Here there are 7 sections. They are Rows and Columns, Merge, Cell Size, Alignment, Size and Position, Arrange and Align, and Publish. We will start with the Rows and Columns section. After inserting a table, you can either insert or delete columns and rows to meet your needs. To delete a row or column, select the row or column, then use the Delete drop-down menu. If you are wanting to insert a row or column, all you need to do is select the cell, then the appropriate icon. You have the ability to insert a row above or below the selected cell, or to insert a column to the left or right of the selected cell. Initially, both of the icons in the Merge section will be grayed out, but you have the ability to either merge multiple cells together or split one or more cells into multiple cells. After selecting the cells you wish to merge into a single cell, the Merge Cells icon will be available for you to select. Likewise, after selecting the desired cell you want to split into 2 cells, the Split Cells icon will become visible. The third section lets you adjust the column width and the row height. You can select the cell you want to adjust, then enter the new value for the width or height in the applicable text field. Like all measurement values in Storyline, these values are in pixels. You also have a Distribute Columns icon and a Distribute Rows icon. This is a quick way to make a group of rows have the same height or a group of columns have the same width. All you need to do is select the desired cells, then select the appropriate icon. The alignment section refers to aligning the text or image in the cell, not aligning two items to each other. There are 2 rows of icons. The top row has 3 icons comprised of lines. These represent the alignment or justification of the text in the cell from left to right, and you can left justify, center justify, or right justify the cell's text. The bottom row allows you to vertically align the text in the cell. You can put the text's top row at the top of the cell, the middle row of text in the middle of the cell, or the bottom row of text at the bottom of the cell. Then, off to the right, you will see a drop-down menu titled Text Direction. After finishing putting the text into the cell, you can adjust the appearance of the text. You also have the ability to format the text and appearance in the cell by selecting more options at the bottom of the menu. The size and position text entry fields work just like they do on other tabs. The X and Y values represent where on the slide the table's upper left corner is located. The width and height refer to the entire table's size. When you are adjusting one of the values, it is adjusting the entire table's width or height. This most likely will affect the width or height of one of the rows or columns. Unlike the picture or video's width or height, you can change one of the 2 values and the other value remain the same. The Arrange and Align section works exactly as it has on other tabs. The Arrange icon will allow you to place the table in front or behind other items, while the 8 Align icons will enable you to align the table to a specific position on the slide or align it with other items. As we've come to the right end of the ribbon, we again see the Publish icon, where you can view the lesson as the learner will see it, or publish the course for others so they can see and take the lesson. Thank you for taking the time to watch this week's video on Storyline Special Tabs. Helping you to learn
Though we covered a lot of
information,
we didn't cover all of these special tabs
and valuable.
Stay tuned for next
If you
week's
did,
video,
please
where we
like
will
this
discuss
video
the
and
button,
subscribe to
slider,
the channel.
and dial tools
If there is
tabs.
something about
We hope you
Storyline
enjoyed this video
about,
and found it
please
useful.
let us know in the comments.
If you did and want to
The
see
Pug
more
Grumble
content
says,
about using
"Thank you and
articulate
have a great day."
storyline
or learning about the CPTD certification, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Have a good day and see you next time.